What's up, everybody? Glecko here, back with yet another video. This is going to be a little versus battle I wanted to do, right? In this video, I'm going to put Irene Belserion from Fairy Tail against Dorothy Unsworth from Black Clover. This is an interesting fight because when you consider their two magical attributes, Dorothy with her dream magic, her ability to pull people to an alternate dimension that is completely under her control. Then you got Irene Belserion, who basically seems to be the anime version of the Marvel Scarlet Witch. As an enchanter and basically a low-scale reality warper, she's able to do a variety of effects, including energy blasts, massive. She can create massive blasts. She enchanted personalities, and she turned swords into living things, like living like little subordinates, like actual living people. She was able to rearrange whole kingdoms as she used her Universe 1 spell to rearrange the entirety of the Fiore Kingdom. She can turn into a dragon, and she can apparently call freaking meteors from the sky. So she's unbelievably powerful. But on the opposite, I don't know. Like on the opposite end, we have Dorothy Unsworth, who is also technically very busted in herself. Like it seems like the anime. The Tabata kind of like nerfed her ability, but whatever. So who would win in a fight between these two? Well, shoot, who knows? I don't really know, if I'm being honest. So let's get something straight from the outset. Irene is one of the strongest of the Spriggan 12. She's the second strongest person after August the Calamity. August is called the Calamity. She is called the Scarlet Despair. She was the most powerful woman in the Alvarez Empire, outranking members such as Brandish and Demaria, who were comparable to Brandish was considered a nation destroyer. Her magic, she could topple entire nations on her own. So, oh boy, I don't know So here, like, obviously Irene has far more magic power than Dorothy because she's used her magic on a larger scale than Dorothy ever has. However, I don't think Irene has an answer for Dorothy's magic attribute. Her ability to pull Irene into the dream dimension. And Irene would almost certainly be get close enough to Dorothy for Dorothy to be able to send her to the dream dimension. That's actually the weakness to her attribute. But I think she could do it. So, because in the dream dimension, you get more and more tired until you ultimately just pass out and go to that good night forever. But with Irene's enchantment, if Irene can enchant the tiredness off of her or enchant herself to resist, you know what? I do know who wins this, Irene. Because Irene can also enchant her personality onto people. And if worst case scenario, like let's say she's pulled to the dream dimension by Dorothy, she could always just enchant her personality onto Dorothy and then have Dorothy send her back, enchant herself as she's escaping, then have Dorothy, and then have Dorothy basically, pull the cord on herself, if you understand what I'm saying. So, I was initially kind of skeptical because of Irene's lack of actual attacks, like battle attacks. But she has a good amount of attacks. Like she's able to create energy blasts such that Acnologia had to block and pushed him back a bit. And we know Acnologia is continent level in and of himself at the time of the Battle of Alvarez. So yeah, I don't see Irene has way more magic, and if I'm being brutally honest, her attribute pretty much gives her an answer to anything Dorothy could throw at her. But there's always the chance that Dorothy Well, hold on. I don't know. Maybe she won't. Well, she can enchant her, she wins. But there's a possibility that Dorothy just continuously barrages her with attacks, and Irene's unable to. And Irene's unable to like react or counter or like actually enchant her because she's too busy dealing with the attack. Like when she was fighting Yami, Dorothy created multiple copies of Yami to fight her. I mean to fight him. These copies didn't have Yami's exact strength, but still. But I'm wondering if she could do the same to. Because like I said, Dorothy's got a lot of magic. But I think Irene has more magic. I'm leaning towards Irene with more. If Dorothy can make clones of Irene or just bombard her with attacks and keep her busy, Dorothy could take the win. So Dorothy has a shot here. I'm going to put this 50-50. It depends if Irene can enchant Dorothy or not. If I can enchant her personality onto Dorothy. Because if Irene enchants her personality onto Dorothy, she can just have Dorothy, you know, in the show. And while sending her back to the regular world. But if she can't, for whatever reason, then Dorothy wins. Because Irene would eventually fall to exhaustion. Now, I know it was terribly written. And I know the good guy had to win. But we do need to mention that Irene was cut by Urza. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This was just an interesting fight I thought of while making a video. So I wanted to bring this up. This is Glecko. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you all next time. Peace.